FashionGHANA.com.
Okay, so obviously you being part of Men's Gold,
Xylophone.
Xylophone.
Don't let Men's Gold come and kill me.
Sure
I don't have your money.
I'm sure from some affiliations, there are things you know that are not in the public light that you probably don't want to discuss. But from what the public knows, okay, just playing with that, it seems like whatever Nana was doing with Men's Gold was what he was investing in the entertainment industry. So, for example, I would even say we had Accra Fashion Week and Xylophone was a sponsor. You know, then they had music artists like yourselves and what have you. Do you feel, without telling us what has happened or anything, do you feel like, because I don't even know where this story is going. I just hear this one day and I hear this tomorrow. I hear he's a victim today and I hear he's a scammer tomorrow. I don't even know. But just from your idea and from what you've recollected, was he the victim or was he the perpetrator?
Well, I can't really talk about whether he was a victim or a perpetrator because I don't even know the full issue, just like you said. I'm only hearing from what the media projects and maybe just a few in-house, you know, hearsays. But what I can say is he's a man of dreams. He had good intentions. He had very good intentions. Currently, he might have been the only person who actually tried to get our entertainment industry elevated to a certain level. And he deserves an applause for that because as of now, we are struggling. It's because of this same issue. If he had continued with Men's Gold without Xylophone attached to it, I'm sure his business would have gone on and nobody would have even known what was going on. But because the media, Xylophone became very envious, like, you know, so everybody's attention and eyes were there. And you know, Ghana, when something starts, oh, a big very soon, oh, it will go down. You know, we already had that in my, I have so many people who told me that Xylophone was not going to work.
And do you think part of it could be, you know, I mean, he was flaunting a lot, let's not lie, like he'd be taking pictures with celebrities. I mean, there are people, but there are CEOs like
pictures with celebrities he pay. I mean, he actually now kind of own. So
but we know Ghana.
He's a celebrity.
There's a lot of jealousy, there's a lot of envy, and you're someone with a gold company, and you're now making the noise with what possibly could have been the biggest record label in Ghana. You're gonna have a lot of envy from artists, bloggers, radio DJs, everything. Do you think it was a bad decision to make yourself a public figure? Maybe he should have just been the guy in the background running it, like how the Charterhouse or maybe even to some case the UTV founders, like we don't know about them and what.
You should know, everybody have a different personality. Even in music, I mean, people are saying, you know, be like Stonebwoy, someone say be like Shatawale, someone say be like Manifest, someone say be like R2Bs. Everybody has their own opinion of who you should be, but then you are who you are. The man, even before coming into limelight, was a man who liked to flaunt his wealth. Okay, so I mean, just kind of blew it up, but then he was a man who was proud of himself and what he does, and he has his own agenda in the first place. So you can say, oh, be in the background and we work things out. No, he wants to be involved in it. Okay, so I can understand him from that part. We just, Ghanaians just have an attitude which, if we continue, you might not see progress in the entertainment industry, and that's the truth. Because as of now, we are struggling. That's the truth. We are struggling. I mean, we don't receive any revenues. And this man was somebody who was at a point in time was making this whatever technology was available so that you know wherever your song is being played.
Wow.
Yeah, so if your song is played in Gambia, you now know, so you know you have a fan base that you can go there. But now, as I'm saying, I don't even know where my songs are being played.
Wow.
You know, he was making things available not just for the people he has signed, but for the industry.
So
his aim was to help.
Just a show off.
No, he was really doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and there are so many rich men in Ghana, but not too many of them involve themselves in entertainment because of these same reasons. Because all eyes will be on them, and then people start pulling them.
Yeah.
Some of them might even take them to juju. He was bold enough to do that, and we sit there and criticize him.
Yeah.
And that's why we are in the situation we have. Rather hide their wealth and we keep suffering. I think the kind of reception we gave him was too hypocritical. First of all, I believe that Ghanaians were not being how do I say, honest with him. Because he had money, a lot of people around him weren't able to point out that maybe these things are wrong or this, and they were just went ahead along with it instead of being correct.
Yeah.
The few people who were bold enough to say it, others hate them. You know, so it wasn't.
But to be quite honest, let's face it, there were people who didn't like him, but before the controversy of the men's group, there was still a lot of love from him in the media, from celebrities. I think to me,
and you want to tell me that was not fake? I mean, because he had. I mean, how do I say? You see how Ghanaians, you go to a place, yes sir, massa, then you know they feel flying, but yes sir, massa. If I don't record their voice and then they'll put it in, yes sir, massa, 1,000 times. They just want to be in his good good side, you know.
But the hate didn't start until they saw the opportunity.
The hate was there.
But it didn't. Okay.
Escalated, or wasn't exposed till then. But then people inwardly really wish he failed.
Yeah. Okay, so the thing you said about struggling, I want to get to it, but how did you get into xylophone? Like, did they scout you? Did they hear your music? How did that work out?
Okay, when xylophone came, I mean, I really didn't hear much about it, and I think they had an audition for young ones. It wasn't just music, it was acting, modeling, then music, and then even instrumentalists as well too. They really wanted to groom people like an academy kind of thing. I got to hear about xylophone from my former manager. He was recruited as a teacher.
Is that really?
Yeah,
okay.
really right, for the music part. But then still they were accepting people because then not too many people heard about the first audition. So if you come in and you're good, you still be accepted into the class. So he came to tell me that there is an academic thing going on that he thinks I should join. But honestly, then I felt a bit like not big, but I felt
You've worked hard enough to be joined.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was really past that stage, to be honest with you. And also considering the fact that I had his course at NAFTI. I went to his full course at NAFTI and I had a certificate for it. So if he was going to be teaching the same thing here, I was like the same thing twice. It didn't really, it sounded like more of a waste of time. But then getting into the latter days, he kept insisting that I should take time to come and join them, because every time he comes, he tells me that this man has a big dream. Like he could see it. He could see Nana's dream. He could see it. So he wanted to be part of it. Okay. So I said, okay, I'll come and see what they're doing. And so I went, and then I went and registered, went to audition, and then I was how do I call it? Yeah, I was introduced to the class. Yeah.
FashionGHANA.com.
TV.
I came to slave you.
100%
African. Fashion.